And that's kind of what's so funny too, because let me clarify, right? All of those fields that I specified are very important. So please,
Absolutely.
if anybody thinks that I'm talking down on that stuff, please don't, because that's not true.
No, absolutely.
Some of the best people I know in life are in those realms of work, and they're very important. It was just for me, right? What my standard was.
And that's the thing. And that's you don't want, like, it's not that those people aren't necessary. It's that we didn't want. That's not what we wanted.
Exactly
for ourselves.
right. It was just we were looking for something different, right? And
we would be miserable if we were in that situation.
Exactly. And what was so crazy was because I had done 2 extra years of school. This is something new that you guys are learning. I did my 5th grade year at PCS, and then I repeated 5th grade year at Rectory, and then I repeated 9th grade year at my high school because it went 5 through 9 at my private middle school. So I did 2 extra years of school. So when Billy was a true freshman, I should have been a junior in high school.
And we graduated the same year.
We graduated the same year, and I was always 2 grades ahead of him. So when I was a senior in high school, I should have been going into my junior year of college. So I was done. I was burnt out. And for me, you know, I started to get really, really comfortable and really okay with the concept of, you know, hey, I'll just go work at the tuck shop with Pops. Or I'll just, you know, get a gig over at Rectory. Or I'll just, you know, I'll go work with my brothers at Kochek or something like that. And, you know, I felt for me, you know, even though I don't think I really wanted to leave Connecticut, because everything I knew was there, my whole life was there. Even though I didn't want to leave, I knew that what I didn't want to do would have been far worse if I had stayed.
I think that was the best thing for you. Like, reality, like, speaking wise, you just, like, the growth you had from when you left to where you are now is huge. And it's just, without being forced into that situation, I don't, not a knock on you,
no,
but I just don't think you would have gotten there.
No, I wouldn't have, and that's the thing. And thank you for that.
I don't think you would be as successful as I don't think you would be where you're at now and as successful had you not done that.
Absolutely, and thank you, really. And it's one of those things. I'm proud of you because you did what I was trying to do, but without having to do the drastic circumstances that I did. And you know, for me, it was just one of those things. Yeah, I think you're right. If I hadn't come down here and completely shocked my system and put myself in continuous uncomfortable situations after uncomfortable situations, right? Going and working at Panera Bread, not knowing a soul, right? Coming down here and not knowing a single human being outside of my mom.
Yep.
Right? And literally, the reason why I even work out now, it never was because I was skinny. It was because that was the only thing I could think to do to kill time.
Yep.
That was the only, and that was kind of that was my safe space for me. That was a place where I could go and I could just focus on me and just take the weight of the world off of me for an hour or 40, whatever the case may be. And you know, that still is a thing for me now. But it was one of those things where, you know, I'm eternally grateful for everything Pomfret had given me. But I feel like if you don't have a very specific concept of what you're trying to do in life, it's going to eat you up.
And I think that's the major point. If you don't know what you want to do, that's not the place to be.
Nope.
It's not a place where you're going to be exposed to new ideas and it's going to all of a sudden be like, ding, one day, like, oh, this is what I want to do. Whereas, and you might just turn into like a run of the mill, like, oh, I'll just go job to job and do what I can to get by, and and be unhappy because of that. But it's an area where if you do know what you want to be, you can find success, and you can, you know, you can get I think we both had good educations growing up. We were very fortunate in that aspect.
Absolutely.
Where even though we both went 2 completely different paths in school, we both got good educations there. So that says something about the area.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, we were very lucky in that. And so if you do have an idea of what you want to be, there are opportunities to take advantage of those. And again, you might have to go somewhere else eventually to pursue a lot of those opportunities, but to set up the base, it's not the worst. But again, like you said, if you don't know, it's not a good place.
No, it's not, because it's like you had said. There really just is no room to grow, right? You can't just spur on, you know, growth within yourself in a place like that. It's too comfortable. It's too cozy. It's too safe.
Yep.
You know, there's no danger involved in it, and that was the thing for me coming down here. And I'm not literally saying Florida is dangerous, even though it is the Wild Wild West. It is some psycho state. It is savage down here. Let me just say that now.
Some of the things I've seen,
it's nuts. But I think the thing, you know, Florida was dangerous for me because it challenged every fiber of my being was challenged coming down here, right? Who am I as a man? Am I a man, right? What am I trying to do with my life, right? What do I want to be 5 years down the line? What do I want to be 10 years down the line, right? Do I want to live at home with mom my whole life, or do I want to do something for myself one day? You know, and it was so cool because I had never asked myself those questions before, you know, and that's the thing that's dangerous, right? And you could probably relate to this too. When you went to high school, my only mindset was, all right, let's go to school, let's go to practice, come home, sleep, and let's figure out what we're going to wear to school tomorrow, and let's do it all over again.
Absolutely.
And then on the weekends, all right, how can I kill time?
Yep.
What video games am I going to play? Or what sporting event am I going to go to?
Not a care in the world.
That's it. That's it. You know, and so I think for both of us, you know, even though we had to find that tool to make us question, you know, I think that's important to find, especially in a place like Pomfret. Because I just don't think people question, you know, what is life? You know, what kind of life am I trying to lead? Am I the type of person that goes with the wind, or do I create the movement? Right? I think a lot of people up north, they believe that they're a product of the environment. They're a tragedy of the moment, right? If something goes wrong, damn, you know, that was just supposed to happen to me. No, you always have a play in everything that happens to you.
The best advice I ever got was from when my dad told me that every day we wake up with a choice to be happy. And that's something he's lived his life by, I live my life by. You know, not every day is going to go your way. Never. I don't care who you are. You could be the richest person in the world, have everything you could ever want in life. Not every day is going to go your way. It's what you choose to do after that is what is more important than the moment that happened. Because some things are out of your control and some things are just going to go wrong.
Right?
But if you say, okay, that happened, that sucked, that was maybe the worst thing that's ever happened to me, but tomorrow I get to wake up, I get to try again, I get to have a new day to put a smile on my face and be happy, and who knows what could happen. Anything can happen. So that's the biggest, and that's what's gotten me through any hardship in my life, is that advice right there, where it's like, I can wake up tomorrow, the sun will come up, I'll wake up, and I'll be happy, or at least I can try to be happy.
Right.
And if it doesn't happen tomorrow, there's the next day, and you just gotta take it one day at a time like that.
That's it, you know, and I would even challenge you to go even further, you know, Billy. I would say, you know, even if the moment does suck, you can still have a smile on your face along the way.
Exactly.
Right? It's, you know, because I'd say, you know, there's two things you can control every day. You can expand on that: your mentality and your attitude. Right? Are you waking up thinking today's gonna suck? Because if it is, your body and your mind are just gonna walk that out. You're gonna find every single thing possible to make that day suck.
Yep.
So when you wake up in the morning, what is your mentality? Is it gonna be a good day or a bad day? Because even if things don't go your way, if you still have the mindset that it's gonna be a good day,
you have that choice right there.
Absolutely.
The second you wake up, you have that choice.
And that's the thing that's so powerful. Those are the only two things every single day that you're on this earth and you're breathing that you can control. Those are the only two things ever. Ever. I don't know if I'm gonna go turn on the faucet and the water's gonna come out.
Yeah.
But I know my attitude. I know what my attitude can be if it doesn't. You know, it's like, I think that's the thing that people don't understand with humans, with us. Right? We're responsive creatures. We respond to situations.
Yeah.
But we can pre-react to a situation and use that in a way to further benefit the situation, positive or negative.
Or further hinder it.
Or further hinder, right? And I think that's the problem. A lot of people don't understand that you're defeated. If you're defeated before you try to take an action, it's not going to work.
Yep, absolutely.
It's not going to work, and that's so cool to hear, because I try to do it. I can't say I'm successful every day. I would be lying.
No one is.
I would be lying if I said that I was perfect in that aspect.
No one is.
But
because we're not perfect.
Of course.
We're not perfect. Humans aren't perfect.
And I don't know if we want to be, to be honest.
No.
I don't know if we want to be, and it
takes all types to make the world better.
That's it. And dude, I'll tell you
It'd
what.
be boring if everything was perfect.
Come on now. I like the chaos. I like the chaos.
Bring the chaos. That's why he lives in Florida. He likes the chaos.
I like the savagery. I do. But I'll say this too. One thing to close with in Pomfret. This is something I noticed, you know. And you were starting to touch on it earlier, Billy. It's like nothing ever really changes in Pomfret, right? Everything really stays the same.
No.
Right? But also what you had said is that if you can get a foothold and you can do something just a little bit off kilter or a little bit off the beaten path and do something a little bit different, you can do things. Because that's the thing. Everybody's looking for something new up there. Absolutely. Everybody.
Well, even living up there now, like you kind of, I've gone to the same restaurants since I was a
Right.
little kid. I've
Like-
done the same entertaining things. It's like if you can do something new there, you're a hero.
It's
Because it's
big.
like we need something.
It's
We need
big.
some sort of stimulation.
Yes.
So like a new restaurant opens up, bang, that's the place. You go there and you try it out. Like that's the thing. So in a place like that, if you are in a place like that and you can create a little niche for yourself and like just try something new and be that source of like rejuvenation and that energy, like you can definitely do something with that.
Definitely. And that's what I'm excited for. You know, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to see, you know, a clinic opening up one day, you know, with both of our names on the front door, you know, or on a sign, right? And we're doing our own thing.
Talk
Dude,
about chaos.
you know, that'd be organized. That'll be some madness. But no, it's, you know, that's one of those things, dude, that there's so much opportunity to be had up there. It's just so hard to get the ball going.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think as much as, and I think this goes along with it too, you know, I think there's so much change up there because many of the people that I know are very resistant to change. Human beings are resistant to change.
I want change.
And nobody does.
Yeah.
Nobody does, but I think that's one of the things, right? I think the more comfortable you can become with those uncomfortable situations and with change, the more powerful you become.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. That talent is looking for something like that, you know. And my question is, you know, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? You know,
Yeah.
and my thing is, why can't it be us? Why can't it be us?
In the words of Kevin Garnett, anything's possible.
Hey, anything is possible. But Billy, give me anything you think we missed. Any kind of closing statements? I can cut this out, so this is no problem.
We should tell our UFO story.
Okay. All right, y'all. We got one quick story to kind of summarize what Connecticut's all about, what Pomfret's all about. So, Billy, you start, and I'll just chime in along the way.
All right, so we're sitting on the trampoline. Who knows what time?
Summer night.
It's summer
Summer
night.
night.
We're out there late. We're out there late every night.
Probably 10, 9:30, 10 maybe.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's dark out.
Yep.
So we're sitting there, probably listening to Channel Orange like we did every night that summer.
Shout out Frank Ocean.
And so we're sitting there, whatever, looking up at the sky, and all of a sudden there's like a little, it looks like a candle light, like a little flame flickering in the sky, and we're all kind of looking at it like, that's different, because you know we know what planes look like.
Mhm.
There's very little light pollution, so the
Yeah.
stars up there are beautiful.
So we see everything. So
yeah, Milky Way galaxy,
Everything.
stars,
everything.
planets, all of it.
So it looks, to kind of get more context, it looks like a star, a little bit bigger, and it looks like it's flickering. It's orange. It's
Yeah.
not white. It's orange.
But
like,
it's not a plane light, because it's not
No,
flashing,
it's
and
not flashing,
and it's not moving.
nor
It's
is it
sitting perfectly
moving.
still.
Yes, and usually a lot of the plane lights we see, red, blue, white.
Yeah.
Red, blue, white. So it's like, it's not any of those. So it's not a plane. I guarantee you that.
So it's sitting there, and we're like, that's a little weird,
Yeah,
but
this is spooky.
who knows?
Spooky.
So we're going back to conversation or whatever. We see it, and then it's gone. Like we look back up, boom, gone.
and we're watching it the whole time.
Yeah.
See, we're literally watching it.
Like disappears in
And
an
it
instant.
disappears in front of our eyes.
And
gone.
without even like missing a beat. All of us, because there was a pretty big group of us there.
Yeah,
at the
there was
time.
like 7 of us there.
Yeah.
And this is probably, before Billy gets into this, there was probably 2 or 3 minutes that had elapsed. Maybe less. Maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes that had elapsed from the time we were freaking out, pretty much pooping our pants because this thing had just disappeared in front of our eyes to...
And then, without even hesitating, all of us snap our heads into like one direction for no apparent reason, and there it is again.
So
like, closer this time,
Yeah.
but like it's right there, and we're looking at it, and we're like, "What the hell is that thing up there?" We don't know. Like
it was nuts. And the thing, to kind of put it in perspective, right? Imagine you're looking at the sky, right? 180 degrees is your left peripheral. We're looking at our left peripheral. We're here like this. Without it, like Billy had said, we all just turn all the way to our right peripheral, and it's over there now.
yeah.
And we don't see it move
didn't
any in
move.
that distance.
And so we're all looking at this thing again, like, and now we're kind of like
We're
in our
freaking
heads.
out.
We're like, "What the hell is that thing?" Like we
Yeah.
don't know what that is, and without making a noise, without anything happening, it just shoots across the sky like nothing I've ever seen move before in my life.
I just got goosebumps.
It wasn't.
Real.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
And we've seen shooting stars. We've seen that. It was nothing like that. I mean, this thing moved and it just disappeared out of sight. Like nothing I've ever seen move before. The fastest thing I've ever seen move across the sky.
It was freaky. It was freaky.
And it was gone. And like that, it was gone. And then we ran inside like little children.
Oh yeah, we shut that down. We shut down that operation fast.
But yeah, I mean, it is an unidentified flying object.
Yes,
we
it
saw
is.
a UFO.
And that's pretty common up in Pomfret. Fisher cats, bobcats. I had a wolf stare down my Akita, nose to nose.
Yep.
Up right at my back porch. Like I could like step 10 feet out.
It takes a lot to scare us up there.
Yeah, so we've seen a lot, but yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. That was kind of just sort of us talking about where we came from. I felt like that was kind of important to give some context and some back reference, because I really do feel like there are a lot of people who might be maybe in Pomfret or might be in a small Midwestern town or a Middle Eastern town that are in positions like ours and might not know, and like I said, the whole goal of this channel is to just speak, and and if we can help one person that we might never meet, that's success.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. So
that's why we both got into the jobs we did.
That's
help
it.
Other people. So.
That is it, and this
doing it in different ways.
Exactly right. The more influence we can get, the better. So, alrighty, y'all. That was it for episode 15.2 with the man, the myth, the legend, Billy. We're gonna come back to you guys with another episode, 5.3, and we're gonna actually talk about our personal experiences with kind of divorce, right, and what that did to us, what we think about it, and how we kind of cope with it all. But until next time, we will see you guys.
See you
later.